The second of our joint investigation winners of the year is Op Geneva, West Yorkshire Police. This was a relentless 19-year investigation to bring all those involved in the murder of Sharon Breshenisky and the shooting of Teresa Milbourne to justice. At 3:20 on the 18th of November 2005, 3 suspects robbed the Universal Express in Bradford. The panic alarm was pushed and the police were alerted. Sharon and Teresa were at the end of their shift at 4 p.m. but did attend the call. Sharon had wanted to finish on time. It was her daughter's 4th birthday party that evening. Our colleagues arrived on scene just as the suspects burst out of the building and shots were immediately fired at the officers, with catastrophic results for poor Sharon and Teresa. Sadly, Sharon died and Teresa was seriously injured. Over the coming years, 6 males were found guilty of murder, robbery and firearms offences. 1 remained outstanding, the organiser of the robbery, Preeta Dita Khan, who fled the country in January 2006. The investigation team never gave up. Let's watch a short video about the joint investigation of the year winners, Op Geneva, West Yorkshire Police.
Operation Geneva was set up after the murder of PC Sharon Breshenisky in Bradford in 2005. It was a huge undertaking. It was probably the biggest investigation West Yorkshire's run since the Ripper investigation. It was clearly a very difficult time for the force, emotive, 1 officer dead, another one shot and seriously injured. We knew nothing about the assailants to start with. The technology that had been put into Bradford at that time with ANPR cameras allowed us to track some vehicles. Those suspects had dispersed across the UK, and then there was a massive manhunt up and down the UK with a huge amount of officers across the country. There was obviously the still outstanding was PFNDF Khan, who he'd planned and set up the robbery at Universal Travel, and as we know, shortly afterwards he fled to Pakistan. There's no closure without him being brought to justice. Yes, you've got 6 and there's some justice there, and yes, we got the ones that pulled the trigger, that murdered Sharon and shot Teresa. But we didn't get the person who had orchestrated it all. So we were very determined to find him and get him back.
When initially I got put onto the investigation and I knew that PFNDF Khan was over in Pakistan, I was absolutely determined to get him back. There was no 2 ways about it.
That resulted in PFNDF Khan being arrested in January of 2020. That was just the beginning, as we found out. We had over 30 appearances at court in Pakistan. But that was thanks to the National Crime Agency and the Foreign Commonwealth that we could attend all those hearings to allow that extradition to be granted, and it had to be granted via the government, not through just the courts. In 2022 they agreed the extradition, and finally in April 2023 we extradited him back to the UK where he faced trial. It was a very emotional moment when he came back here. The team had worked tirelessly to pursue that and get him there. We'd overcome a load of obstacles in Pakistan, and when he actually touched down on British soil, I think there was a massive feeling of relief, but also the satisfaction that we knew he was going to face trial.
I was the person that went to Heathrow Airport to collect him, and until I laid hands on him, cautioned him and arrested him for the murder of Sharon, it didn't feel real until that point.
We were relieved at the sentence, because the sentence of 40 years in prison summed up the fact that he'd had all that time at liberty and the gravity of the offence.
You can almost say that book's closed now, but it's never closed because you still feel the pain of your colleague that actually came to work that day to do a good job and gets a life lost by some mindless criminals like these. You have a sort of like, you want to achieve a goal in life, and the goal was throughout these years was to get PFNDF Khan back, and having to achieve that goal was quite satisfactory for me, all those colleagues really in West Yorkshire Police and the wider community really. Even though you feel like it's an achievement, it's not, it's almost our duty, and that's what we did.
I think it's really nice to be recognised. The award's fantastic. It's a team award, and that team goes back 20 years. Lots of those people originally are no longer here, they've retired, but lots of them have been in contact saying how great it is to see that we never gave up and we got justice in the end.
Collecting the award on behalf of the team is Steve King and Mo Wasty.